I'd like to introduce our first speaker today. This year's invocation is being delivered by Lee Maguire. Lee has been diagnosed with developmental coordination disorder, more commonly known as dyspraxia. This limits and reduces delayed brain development, amongst other things. Despite this, he has graduated from university, backpacked around the world solo, and passed his driving test for the first time. At the first time. Lee is president of the newly chartered club, Monaghan Toastmasters, and he is a motivational speaker with Dyslexia Island. Please will you join me and giving me a warmest of welcomes to Lee Maguire.
Fellow Toastmasters, traditionally district conferences are held in person rather than online, but this year is special. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or touched. They must be felt with the heart. The words of Helen Keller. Every man, woman, and child across the world has been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Some people have not seen their nearest and dearest for nearly 15 months. Many of us have not been able to touch a loved one throughout this time. This weekend, we will hear some District 71's greatest Toastmasters deliver workshops, enter contests, and enthusiastically embody the ethos of Toastmasters International. Over the next 3 days, smell the virtual adrenaline that they exude as they take to the stage and provide us with invaluable, insightful, and innovative information. Feel your heart ascend as it is entertained in the humorous speech contest, educated at the international speech contest, and awakens in gratitude to the fact that we have reached almost the end of the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you for the opportunity to deliver this invitation to you tonight.
Thank you very much, Lee. Really appreciate your words. Thank you for that.
I was particularly struck by Lee, who I've been following in the background with all of that work in County Monaghan, a place that nobody's ever heard of, County Monaghan.
It's true. We're the forgotten county, Paul.
Well, tell us about Monaghan. Look, if nobody else is going to ask you, will you tell me one or two interesting factoids about Monaghan, other than the fact that our district finance manager was born there? I don't want to hear that Eileen O'Neill was born in Monaghan. But Lee, over to you.
Well, Eileen Cameron was born in Monaghan before she became Eileen O'Neill. But my famous fact about Monaghan, well, I'll give you three. So first of all, we are the home of Patrick Kavanagh, one of Ireland's greatest poets. We're also the home of Tommy Bowe, one of Ireland's greatest rugby players. And recently, Glaslough in County Monaghan has been voted Ireland's Society's Town, which was the location of Paul McCartney's second marriage back in 2002.
God, and you work for the tourist board in your normal job, isn't that right?
I wish that was the case, Paul, but unfortunately not. I'm a classroom assistant in a grammar school here in Belfast, so I'm not actually in Monaghan at the moment.
And were you born in Monaghan?
Well, technically I was born in Uri, but I moved to Monaghan when I was like 6 days old. Born and bred and conceived in Monaghan.
Can I just say, Lee, I really enjoyed being invited to your club a few days ago. Just to let you know that Monaghan Toastmasters and Jaguar Land Rover, two of our newest clubs in District 71, ran a club officer training, which went off very, very well. We had the likes of John Cox there, amongst other people. So excellent. Well, Lee, just tell us, what did you gain from that club officer training?
I gained a greater understanding of what the various committee roles involve. it had been a couple of years, it had been about 3 or 4 years since I last attended club officer training, but back then it was in the real world, or not the virtual world. So it was important to understand what is required of presidents, vice president of education, etc., in the virtual world. But also it gave an opportunity to form new contacts and meet new people like yourself, which is very important these days. So to make new contacts and to develop new, stronger relations between members in different countries, which is very important.
Well, why don't you give a shout out? Who was your favorite speaker on the night?
Well, one of the speakers had an interesting taste in music. I'm not sure if you're aware of him, Nick, but yeah, he was a character, all right, you know. I think we'll have to get a pint of Guinness or a pint of something in Galway anyway. But yeah, Nick was a character. So there were so many.
I was thinking more of, well, look, to be honest with you, we had some wonderful speakers that night. And I really am impressed with when you've been on the trio and you've got an awful lot of experience in club growth. And what John Cox gave in his session was very refreshing, very new, and very on point. And if anybody gets a chance to get John to come to their club and speak, just please go and get into your open house maybe or something like that.